I don't know if this is going to work. Everybody who is in attendance, if you can hear me, please put a 1 on the screen. If you can hear me clearly, please put a 1 on the screen. If you can hear me, please put a 1 on the screen. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. If you can hear me clearly, please put a 1 on the screen. If you cannot hear me, tell me so you can't hear me. We're out of our element this morning. So we don't have our speakers and all these things. So I don't even know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 on the screen. If you can't hear me, let me know. All right, 1 on the screen. Big up Let's One TV. Thank you. All right. Senior Sexy, big up yourself. Thank you. The chat is open this morning to subscribers. Mega try a thing now. Help me with this part. Now, if you can hear me, please keep the 1s going on the screen. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today is March 17th, 2026, and we are happy to be here. Most of you already know I am not in my element. I am out. I am obviously on the road. Round a one place I want part in a somebody hotel as I am out here getting a bunch of like dental work done and all these other kind of things. So, but I just couldn't stay away from the live. I just couldn't stay away from the live. The year almost done. Peter G said the year almost done. The chat is open this morning to subscribers only. So yesterday we did not go live. Yesterday we had what's called a premiere, and the premiere is usually open to everybody because I can't control how the audience views it. And usually we have one day out of the week that we give a live to those who tune in every day and support us and stuff. So that's today. All the other lives for the rest of the week will be for members only if you want to be in the chat. All right. All right. Well, some things we're going to talk up this morning. Yo, I had my teeth done yesterday. They did some extensive work in my mouth, man, but I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. When me tell yourself to take care of yourself, you see? Take care of yourself. But not only that, I did a dumb thing. When you're trying to be cheap, I heard an Asian businessman, not that it's important that he's Asian, but I heard an Asian businessman yesterday because I'm watching some videos on investing and how to create passive income, etc. And this man said one of the most expensive things you can do in life is be cheap. And wow, man, that resonates with me. One of the most expensive things you can do in life is be cheap. And I was being cheap, and the cheap cost me a lot. So, man, I had a lot of work done in my mouth yesterday. My mouth still don't feel right. But I have to go back today again to go do some more. So, told you all last week I was going to be on the road for a couple of days and taking care of some stuff. While I'm out here in Miami area, I'm probably going to get outside and do some promo. I got a lot of posters and flyers and stuff with me. I'll probably go drop them off. So for my people who are in the Miami area and the Fort Lauderdale area, if you see me floating around in between these two areas, you might see me at your local Jamaican restaurant or something like that. Big up Dutch Pot. Then, just hail me up. I'll hail you back up. And then we'll keep it moving. Yeah, the most expensive thing you will do is be cheap. I want you to think about it like this. A certified mechanic says to you, yeah, man, I can fix it, but it's going to cost you $1,000. And then a little man round the road say, I can fix it, they'll charge you $300. Of course, automatically you said $300 from somebody who is not certified, don't know nothing, but himself can fix it. Versus one whole $1,000, but the man is certified. And this is what he went to school for. This is what he does. You go with the cheaper man, you save yourself $700 now, and then later on you find out say you're gonna have to pay $2,500 now because not only did he not properly fix it, it mess up some other stuff in there that's going to cause extensive work now to try to bring it back to normal. Kind of like one of them things there. But when I get into my story about what I did that was so cheap and how it cost me, you're gonna be like, wow. But it's life. We living and we learning, right? And moving right along. Don't be cheap on your health. Remember, health is the new wealth. Yeah, Pussy G. And I'm the kind of person that's cheap on everything because I'm the standalone guy. Like I'm a father of 7. So I'm always thinking like my children come first, or what if anything happens and I don't have enough money to cover it, kind of thing. So I do more saving than anything else. So I'll save and hide away the money and put the money in something. And I'm not spending, even when it comes to my health. And you hear me telling people like, take care of your health, do this, do that. I do the basics. I get my annual checkups. I go to the dentist once a year, twice a year if necessary. Do them kind of something that the basics. But sometimes you need to do more than that. And that's where the cheapness comes in for me. I don't even like buying myself nice things. I buy black t-shirts because I love black, and I buy black shorts. And I'm traveling right now, and if you look over this up on my bed, I'm here for 3 days, and I have 7 black t-shirts with me. So, well, remember, I brought Toa on one of my videos, and him said, it's obviously somebody who didn't like me, right? And he was like, why you not come off of YouTube and go look, go change your dingy t-shirt. Every day you get up in this same black t-shirt. And I was like, same black t-shirt. Yo, my t-shirt come in packs, right? They don't even come in a pack. They just come in bulk. I order them in bulk. It's like a kind of silky kind of material, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, none of any of that. So every day you see me, it look like me about the same clothes. And that's all I care about. I don't really care. I'm not dressing up to go nowhere. Unless I'm dressing up to go to an event, then you step out and look good in something where look really good. Other than that, day-to-day movements, same black t-shirt, same black shorts or joggers and some sneakers, and that's it. That's it. I don't really care about anything else. How long will the chat be open for today? I don't know. We will just have to see. We're playing it by ear. I know the rich people, LOL. S Diva says, no, sir. But I know about rich. I know, say, I don't want to be caught. I don't know about rich. Me not reach rich yet. I just know I don't want to be caught in a position where something happens and wife in a position that something happens and my children are in need and I can't afford because I was out here frivolously spending or trying to impress somebody or something like that. My proper does stack it, and then when them say, Daddy, I can say, yeah. And that make me feel good about myself. To be able to provide for your children definitely make a real man feel good about himself. I mean, I don't want to falter in that area. So that's my biggest concern, my biggest insecurity or concern then, right? Grand Rising, Peter G, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. We have a couple of topics on the table this morning. See, where say live well, especially if you can. Yeah, absolutely, man. Life is short, right? Life is short no matter how long you live it. When I say we come here, come live no short life. We just say life is short no matter how long you live it. Remember me telling you this story over and over of working in the medical field and speaking to elderly people. And the man that was 99 years old and we were going to celebrate his 100th birthday the next day. So I said, I'm going to talk to that man here because I'm going to turn 100 tomorrow. I want to figure out, like, hear some things from him. And the man say, yeah, I I'm very fortunate to still have my faculties. Enough people will reach 100. Them head gather water, as my granny would say. They don't remember some things. Them come and go, right? He's perfectly in control of all his faculties. He's there. He says he has his memory and everything. He's able to hold a good conversation all throughout the day. He remembers his entire life from when he was really small. And he said, man, I just can't believe that it went by so fast. Me and myself now, I think, me not even reach half a film age yet. I'm like, it went by so fast. 100 years went by fast to you? He was like, yeah, it might seem like a long time, but it feels like that. When him do this, I said it feels like that. I said, damn. He said, life is short. No matter how long you live it, it's short. And I said, wow, I take that lesson with me, you know? It's stuck in there. So we're not talking about live no short life. Life is short. No matter how long you live it. So yeah, you're right. Treat yourself every now and then. How should I say it? Enjoy the spoils of your labor. You can't take any of it with you when you go. But people like me who have higher and bigger responsibilities, I'm not out here living like a single man or nothing like that. If I was, then I probably would be doing a little bit of splurging. But when you have responsibilities and small ones that depend on you, then your thing kind of line up differently, you know? I tell my kids all the time, I said, you know, sir, if I never have so much, I don't know, I would definitely be rich if I didn't have so many children. Picnic expensive, you know. Picnic expensive. If you're a parent who is not out here doing the bare minimum or missing out on your responsibilities, you will know that children are super expensive. One is expensive. Two is really expensive. You start hitting 3 and 4, you are pushing it. You reach 7. Somebody look at me one day and say, man, you must have a lot of money. Or you must get a lot of help from the government. Because ain't no way. I hear you keep saying you're a father of 7. How do you afford that? Well, I do. I afford it, and I have never had help from the government. Ever. Ever. I mean, I'm not knocking people that have, because sometimes you have a crutch for something so you can move forward. You know, it's like crossing a river. You have to use the stone them that's available until you get to the other side, kind of thing. So I'm not knocking anybody who has, but I can honestly say I have never taken a dollar from this government. No handouts, no nothing. Just me and them mother them and working it out. And we have to say them mother them, because even if you're paying the financial part of it, it's the moms who are making sure that the children are here and there and this and that, and you alone can't do it. No matter how much you want to bump your chest and talk about, yeah, I do my part. You don't do it by yourself, you know. But as far as providing, though, you know, we're just thankful. And that's another reason to take care of your health, because you know, say if something happened to you, there goes your children's main provider and their protector as well. Flo, when you say you do your regular checkup, does it include you doing your regular pap smear test? Wink, wink, pap smear. Pap smear, friend? Uh, yes. You're talking about, me not do pap smear, but me know what you mean. I'm doing all of the above. I'm doing all of it. Look, SouFLo is not poor. I'm not picnic. I could come off of that now, yeah, man. Me there, because people be, one more thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go into our topics. We have some very interesting topics to get into this morning. There are people who are close to me who have me up because they feel like, say, I made it, like financially, I'm rich or I'm well-to-do financially. And I want everybody to understand this clearly, especially those who are close to me, who have known me for years. Although we might talk every day, but you tune into the content, and then you know how people when know you, you tune into your content, and then like you open a business, the people that will know you, a lot of them, if they know you from you were small or wherever till now, then they don't usually like pass your business to support your business. Then pass your business to say, let me see how in business I go on. Let me see how it I do. And then they'll go back and they'll tell people like, Lord, me say over there nasty, see. I don't know. Him might try a thing still, but he wouldn't eat no food from over there. Me not lie. You know, it's not like it's not like they're looking to see and helping to uplift you. Them basically come look to see which part them can fit in, or if it's a possibility so them can get a thing or something like that. I'm gonna say it one more time. I have 7 children. 7. 7. If that don't mean nothing to you, ask somebody who have 2 and 3. When mean what I'm saying have 7. My responsibilities are like that. All right. Jamar the farmer. I'm still watching Jamar. Jamar tell me say I'm not get the washing machine yet. I'm still watching Jamar. I just want Jamar to get the washing machine to clear my conscience. And again, this is why I don't really, in my mind, he was supposed to go pick up the money and go straight to get the washing machine and put a little video for me to show my audience, say, yo, we get the machine. It's not happening like that. I see him on social media. He's doing a lot of posts. Yesterday, he was spraying down his cabbage with one mixture we him use because he don't use like fertilizer and all them other something that the food is 100% organic that he grows. More power to him, but I would have liked to hear what I go on with the washing machine. So we'll stay on top of that as well, right? All right. The topics we have this morning are U.S. casualties in Iran. I need you to listen because you're the one who are going to choose where we start. U.S. casualties in Iran. It won't be long on that, just passing through it. We have U.S. casualties in Iran. We have husband, 74 years old, charged for murdering and dismembering his wife, who is 33. People been trying to get me to talk about this for the longest, but it was an inconvenient time period. You know me, I run here and there and all these things. This is a story that we could really sit into. So you have the Queen's husband, you have the Iran casualties, you have Squash. Dancehall artist Squash was moved. He was transferred. And we can talk about that as well. And the last one is Buju Banton movement, or you can just call it Buju Banton. The Buju Banton one will be a spin-off of Squash Own because now that they're moving Squash from place to place, I went and did some research, which I've been up since real early this morning because I can't sleep in a them kind of place here. And I wanted to see where Buju Banton was moved to and all these other kind of things. So that's what we have on the table this morning. At this moment, you will see the husband thing gone up already. I was gonna say you should choose right now, and the time though starts now because I have to give everybody a level playing field. So start now. What are we doing? Are we husband? Are we choosing Squash? Are we choosing Iran? Or are we choosing Buju? Husband, Squash, Iran, and Buju. All right, we have husband, boy. We're into the husband already. All right, so husband. Let's see what we're working with. We have Squash, Iran. 1 Squash, 2 Squash, 1 Iran. Husband, another Iran. Let me see. Husband again. Another Iran boy, them one, the husband. Another Squash. We have 2 more Iran on the board. We have 29 seconds in and counting. All right, keep them coming. We have another Iran right there. Husband. Okay, we have another Iran right there. Keep it coming. 39, 40. We have 20 seconds to go. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, another Iran, 12, 2 more husband, 11, 10, 9, another Iran, 8, 7, another husband, another Iran, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it ends on Iran with Let's Bond TV. Let's see how the numbers went. We had 4 for squash. We had none for Buju. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for husband. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Iran. All right. So husband beat out Iran by 2. Well, I should have voted a little harder. I wanted to get the Iran one out the way. But let's get into it. So, boy, I wish my phone was if anybody is going in, I don't have the speakers that I usually put this on. I didn't travel with all the stuff that I normally use to go live where you can't hear everybody loud, we call on all that. But you can still try to call. I will try to put this mic next to it to see if the audience can hear you. But more than likely, you probably can't be heard well, right? All right. Let's bond. You vote like 40 times. Let's bond vote like 40 times. I only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only get 10. Iran. All right. Why? Like 5 upset. And by the way, again, people, if you don't know who 5 Up is, 5 Up is Let's Bond TV, and he got that name here again. I think we're going to be using this quite often. 5 Up got that name 5 Up here because he said when you're in a relationship or pursuing a relationship, the person, your partner, should only be 5 years up or 5 years below you. Anything after that is problems. Remember when him said that? All right. The first thing me look on in this that I realized was this man is 74. And this pretty young woman, because she is pretty young compared to his age. And not only that, she is pretty and she is young, right? This pretty young woman, however which way you want to take it, she found herself with a 74-year-old husband at the age of 33. Before I get into any of the details of her situation and his situation, what? This is problems. An older man will always go after a younger woman, right? It boosts his ego. It make him feel like him as somebody. It make him feel like he still got it. Whether it is in the waist or in the face or in the pocket, it make him feel like him still have it, right? Some of them are delusional. Them think them still have it at 74 in the waist, in the face, and in the pocket. Whichever one will work for him, it will work for him, right? Make him feel like Sam can still get it. So I can't say leave the young woman them alone because that's not a picnic age to be 33. That's a big woman. She made a choice. She went with 74-year-old man. Some of the backstory behind this, because I've been gathering, he was with another, I don't know if y'all saw the interview where they interviewed his friend, and then they did some interviews with the neighbors. One of the pieces of the backstory that got me was that he was with another younger woman before, and she would have killed him with bun. Should I kill him with bun, you know? And the man end up, he was broken-hearted because, yes, waist, face, and pockets. Sometimes you have it all, sometimes you don't have none, sometimes you only have one, or maybe two. All right. The story goes like this. He was with a younger female before, quite like the same age range. Obviously, he's an older man who prefers younger females. And it was a well-known relationship throughout his community where he lives in Queens, New York, right? But I want a nice house and all these other kind of things. Bring young girl going to them house, then them not have to pay no bills. You get the right one, she is stuck. She ain't going nowhere. She will work with your shrivel up piece of something where don't work properly and you know all these other kind of things because she is provided with a soft life and she is well taken care of. It's a nice piece of property. We've all seen it by now, right? He lives okay. At 74, you've amassed quite a bit of things in this life. So therefore, you have something to give. Well, should by that point. Anyway, she would have killed him with bun and him eventually found out. And when he eventually found out, it was also broadcasted throughout his community. He's a Trinidadian, right? They are Trinidadians, and the community is kind of close. So everybody know who getting bun by boy he can handle she boy and all these kind of things was being talked about. You know that embarrassing feeling when everybody knew except for you, and then you find out, and then you realize that even some of the man them were did a laughing at your face and say, "What name again? Wagwan, Wagwan Simbu." High five Simbu, and you bend over Simbu wife or Simbu woman. So he ended up putting her out. He ended up putting that one out, and he said loudly and publicly he's going to Trinidad to find his wife. Them here Americanized woman here, them no whole good. He's going to Trinidad to find his wife. After Bun nearly kill him with a younger woman, somebody should have told Mr. Simbu that it doesn't matter if she is from Timbuktu, or she is from USA, or she is from the Caribbean. All of the women them is the same way pretty much when it comes to age thing, unless you are from a culture like the Eastern culture where they marry not for love. They marry for partnership, companionship, and building something together. And then they learn to love each other. I just don't watch a documentary on how for them love thing go. They don't even use the word love. They go more into you have to get to know a person before you can love a person. You marry people, so you marry up. You marry for credentials. You marry for stability. You marry for great possibilities of what could be built. We not do that over here. So anywhere in the West you are marrying for vanity. It's usually for very few people are marrying for love and love alone. You know what I mean? Yeah, me love her, but she don't have nothing. She gonna cost me too much. Vice versa. Yeah, me love him, woman would say, but why not have nothing? Only have one big piece of sin thing, the boy, and I tell him that kill me with it. I love it to say, but that's about it. Him don't have anything else. That not gonna work. Poor Mr. Simbu went to Trinidad, pick up a little young thing. He eventually got married, brought her back to the United States of America, and it seems like history repeated itself with Mr. Simbu. Now, I'm very conscious of the fact that her family might end up seeing this, and I don't want anybody to say, "Why are you talking like that about my daughter?" So I don't want to come off as disrespectful. I don't want to come off as disrespectful. All right, I just got a info from the dental clinic. So we're gonna hear till probably about 11. All right, this morning. Like if I switch the screen, please tell me what you see right here when I do this. The screen is black. Did the screen go black just now? Wanna give me some feedback now? Self. No sound, it froze. Don't want to sound disrespectful. Frozen, frozen, frozen. All right, give it a minute to come back. You just look like freeze, it said. You block out. That's what I thought happened. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm going to have to take it from right here. Let me see. Give me a minute, man. Pull this up. In the meantime, I'll keep talking like all the other older men who believe that they can tame a young dame, they can tame a young thing. While I'm sourcing this piece right here, let me tell you something to the old guys out there. It's life, bro. Right? It's life. You don't remain young forever. And what is that you're gonna lose some things. You understand? So the younger woman will always want to be with a younger man. Even the one them that are so madly in love with their older husband, they fantasize a lot about being with a younger man somewhere around our age. Especially if you are missing a lot of things, if you know what I mean. Not that that is the wherewithal of everything, but it does play an important part, right? And another thing is, a lot of the times when these older men are going after younger women, they don't go after younger women who are of a certain caliber. You always want the younger woman, them that is obviously still hasn't found herself yet and still is out there very much looking. Her eyes are wild. She sees it all and she wants to partake, kind of thing. And now you find yourself in a position where you are restraining her. You are restraining her. It's not going to work for you. So Mr. Simbu was not no different. Mr. Simbu, he was no different. He gave in to a young female. I think she wanted to come to the United States of America. I saw where somebody who is from Trinidad who knows her apparent or allegedly, the person said, "Well, I know this girl from she was real young, and we always all talk about going to the U.S. and she always wanted to go to the U.S. and live in the U.S. Well, you get your trip to the U.S. now, but I didn't think you would have wanted like this." It's not healthy. It's not healthy to run after a woman who is 33 if you're 74. That's sometimes age gaps work, right? And I'm not saying this is a cookie cutter, one fit all kind of thing. Sometimes Denny is one of them, but can't tell us if you are something that work. Sometimes, oh, if you are something that work. What? Sometimes age gaps work, but most times they don't. Again, unless you are from Eastern culture, then that's a different story. Them look at divorce like it's the worst thing you could do in your life. They look at cheating on the woman's part like they dishonor, forget their husband, they dishonor their father, their brothers, the men in their family. Western women don't think like that. When she finds somebody she want Gito, she don't think if I do this, I'm dishonoring my dad and my brothers and all the men in my family, that kind of stuff. So you have to really think about what you do. So Queen's husband, 74 years old, accused of murdering and dismembering his wife, who is 33 years old, after her remains were found in two locations. The Queen's man is accused of killing his wife after her remains were found in two separate locations, months apart. Them never just find our parts like on the same day. They found her parts months apart. Rukchan Simbu, 74, has now been charged with murder. He has been charged with concealment of a human corpse. He has been charged with tampering with physical evidence as well. In September, sanitation workers made a disturbing discovery while they were collecting trash near the 149th Avenue and Brookville Boulevard inside a garbage bag that was wrapped in a tarpaulin and blanket. Our parts were in a garbage bag. They were then wrapped in a blanket and then wrapped inside of a tarpaulin. Workers found the woman's beheaded and dismembered torso first. I'm gonna just say, man, that's a messed up way. No sound. That's a messed up way to hear that your daughter, who flew up to the US to live with her husband, you might have gave your blessing. No sound, with sound gone. Our sound is gone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Give me 5 I can hear yous and our 5 ones on the screen. Good sound? Sound good? Okay. I think some people are tuning in late when we did do the little thing just now where it took away a blank out for a minute. There's a delay. All right, good. I was saying before we go any further into the details, I think this is a messed up way to hear about your child, regardless of if she was out there giving the older man bun and him find out and it was embarrassing because that's the story that's out there, and she ended up get what he did to her, right? Where you said the mom said it was an arrangement and she tried to convince her that she had everything at home and didn't need to enter into no arrangement, so it's not like she wasn't aware. Of course, it's an arrangement. She's 33, he's 74. It's an arrangement. This goes for everybody out there. It's an arrangement. Okay? I tell all the people like this. If you're in a relationship with somebody who is decades your junior, look at it like this. If it work, it work. If it don't work, no hard feelings. Go in it, of course, trying to make it work because that's your relationship. But don't invest so much of yourself that if it don't work, you're going to lose your mind, because very rarely do these types of relationships work. Again, 33, 74. That's an arrangement. That is something that you should accept. If I was 74 with a 33-year-old, the first time me here says she a killer with body no SouFLo, I would have been like, why, that is to be expected still. Now I just have to make up my mind if I want to invest in finding out if it's true and then get on, or but to do her something. Then she couldn't fight him. Me not lie, him look strong. For a 74-year-old man, him look strong still. Him look. When I first heard the story, I said, 33. She's probably strong as escape. But then you think about it, the man looks strong. He look like him still have that old man strength there. But yeah, it's easy to slip something in your partner's drink. It goes like some tea before we go to bed. You want some tea? And she's like, yes, bring me a cup. And then you just put her to sleep with the cup of tea. And then from there, there's no fight. You can chop up where you want, chop up and do what you want. I'm just saying, it shouldn't have did that, fight him and scrape him up and him do all nothing. Big wrestling match go on or anything like that. Unexpectedly, right? Unexpectedly, things happen. Clearly, it was an agreement, an arrangement for her, and a real commitment marriage for him. Clearly, she was not honest about her intentions, and he was in denial that she really wanted him. Again, when you're a big man like this, stop thinking that they want you for you. Not saying it don't happen, but it very rarely happens where they want you for you. Very rarely happens where a 33-year-old really, really desires a 74-year-old. Every time she look at you, she's gonna think, damn, he got gray hair growing in his ears. He got big ass gray hairs coming out his nose. He looked just like my granddaddy. Or he look, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, he looked like my granddaddy. And that's something that you can't get around. Unless you're one of them 74-year-old that will look like you're 40 something, which I haven't seen any. I've seen a lot of people who tell themselves that that's what they are, but they're not, right? He went crazy. He went crazy. Once he found out, say all the work he did to do paperwork, file for her, put her up, bring her here, give her the soft life, and she was taking hard backers from somebody while he is giving her soft life. It sent him crazy. It sent him crazy. And again, she wasn't the first to do it to him. It's publicly known that who he had before did the same thing to him. And that's why I'm saying I go back to Trinidad, go find a wife. Right? Now, just last week, another set of her remains, this time including the head and the legs and the arms, were discovered in Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge near the North Channel Bridge. So first they found the torso with no head, no hands, arms, lower body missing. And then just last week is when they found in a different location the rest of her. The man, you sick in the head. You sick in the head. As much as bun hot, me not do that. As much as bun hot, me not doing that. Do you know what it takes to dismember somebody? Do you know what it takes to put them in pieces and then calculate and think where you're gonna put? I want to separate the body from the legs, and I'm going to put all she legs and she head and everything and she hands in one place, and then I'm going to put she torso in a next place, and then do you know what kind of mind frame you have to be in to do something like that, like carry that out? Why? Them say after they found her first body parts, the torso, without the head, without arms, without legs, they found that near 149th Avenue in Brookville Boulevard. And then just last week, the rest of her remains with the head, the legs, and the arms were discovered at Jamaica Bay Wildlife Refuge near North Channel Bridge. And investigators say all those other body parts they found also belong to the same torso. They conducted the search based on coordinates that they had found in an app that was on Simbu's phone the day after Ali was last seen alive. So they're doing their investigations. They found this app on his phone, right? They realized the app was put on his phone the day before she went missing. And that's the app that they use. Shout out to the Jamaica, not the Jamaica, shout out to how they do stuff in the US. Because, these are good investigators. If you think about it, let's go to all the apps on his phone. Let's see what app was placed on the phone. Are there any tracking apps on his phone? Most jealous men, young or older, they put some kind of tracker on their women, right? Women do it too. Put some kind of tracker upon them, man. I'm sitting here watching Instagram, like scrolling through Instagram. I'm looking for content and I'm seeing what current events are happening, and boom, a little commercial come up. You can get this at the TikTok shop. No this needed, no connection needed. You just stick it and it sticks on any part of the car. Man said stick it underneath the car, and now he's tracking on his phone, and he could tell he see his wife going this way, that way, but he said this is only for demonstration purposes. His wife knows that it's on the car, and she is miles and miles away. She left work. He can see that she's now on the highway. She's heading home, and all that kind of stuff. So there are so many different tracking devices out there nowadays. But the app them use off of Mr. Simbu phone. And they followed the app and found the rest of her remains. As alleged, Mr. Simbu went to extraordinary lengths to evade the responsibility for this brutal killing of his younger wife and for discarding of her remains in these remote locations and concealing critical evidence in an apparent effort to cover up his horrific crimes that he had committed, says the Queen's DA, Melinda Katz. If convicted, he faces 25 years behind bars. 25 years is not no time behind bars. To him, it's a death sentence because he's 74. So if you add 25, he's probably not going to make it out alive, right? But more than likely, somebody like this will probably get life in prison without the possibility of parole. Only madman can do stuff like that. Him can't see it. Him can't see it. But you know, you put yourself with mad people sometimes and you don't know it because a lot of mad people in a clean clothes. You understand? He took out all his aggression on her. She also paid for the sins of her predecessor. She paid for the sins of the woman that did it before. Now I know that woman is somewhere sitting there going, rotted. Is Rupchan that on the news? Rupchan on the news? Rupchan could have killed me. I used to kill Rupchan with bun. She escaped. She get away. Yeah, they said he had this woman living at his house before, much younger. But they could tell when the relationship was going to end because they started fighting outside of the house, like in the front yard and in the street that's in front of the house. For many of you who've seen the house, the gray house, you see where the street is and all that. So the neighbors said the fights started spilling out into the streets for them. And yeah, that's when she just didn't come around anymore, which they assumed that she moved out. And then he made it publicly known that he will never be with another woman from this side. He's going to Trinidad to get him a traditional woman. I don't want to say him should get somebody in own age, but him shouldn't go get a 33-year-old. Most 33-year-old Caribbean women is 33 and younger. Their mindset is different from what us grown Caribbean folks remember. A different mindset run the Caribbean now. 33 a young somebody. Them party, them want party, they want to be out. Most of them, not all of them. And I have to keep saying that. But somebody is going to jump on and say, you always generalizing. I'm 33 and I'm not like that. Okay, let's make it clear. It's not for everybody. But most 33-year-olds from the Caribbean that you meet today, they want a festive life. They want to live a festive life. They don't want to live a life cooped up in a house, living like a senior citizen, too weak to go anywhere, because they're not. Them young, fit, healthy, them want to go outside. They want to be among their peers. They want to wind down. They want to throw waste. They want to have some fun. You don't fit in right there. You've lived your life already at 74, and you probably can't keep up with their version of what fun is. You know what I mean? Right. So, like she said, Mr. Simbu went through extraordinary lengths to cover up the crime that he's committed, and if he's convicted, he's looking at 25 to life behind bars. His neighbors said that they're in disbelief. One of them said, this is definitely eerie. Like, know that such people live right across from you and you're trying to raise your family right here. And like, you're exposed to that and these types of people. Another one says, I'm sorry to hear that. God bless the family. And, you know, the relatives that's behind all this, that's for sure, they're going through it. The police said that the investigation is ongoing and that they are continuing to process more evidence that is connected to the case. And they really don't have the full story yet, but they're working on putting everything together to paint a clear picture. Of course, he's going to have to go to trial, and then when him go at trial, he's everything will come out because they're looking to find out why he exactly did it. Friends are talking, neighbors are talking, streets are talking, but they want to hear from him why he did it. Now, the screen is going to black up for a second, but work with me. The sound probably even goes for a second. Again, we're out of our element, but I'm trying to bring you the sauce. So work with me. Let me copy this off real quick off the other screen, and then I'll come right back. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't have feelings anymore. Mother speaks after husband charged in Queens dismemberment murder. ABC7NewYork.com. All right. So we didn't go anywhere this time. I think it might be his first time doing something like this. It might not be his first time, you think? You know, you get older, but you don't get wiser. Not everybody gets wiser with age. You know, some people just age. Them just age. Them not gain no wisdom. Them don't gain no greater understanding of life. Them just age. That's why you have some big fool out here. And then you have some young, intelligent people out here. You ever met some people, they're really young, but they're super mature. And they have all their ducks in a row. And then, you know, they're dedicated and they're focused and you have those. And then you have some big, older, loose people. And you have to look on them and be like, how old is it again? You're moving like that, you're 65. You know, that's just life. Some old and some young, maturity and intelligence don't have not a damn thing to do with age. And I've learned that over time. It just has to do with the individual. Mr. When name ya Simbu. Mr. Simbu don't look like him didn't have no sense from day one. Him just stupid. I would have never done that. But then again, I would never be 74 convincing myself that I should marry a 33-year-old and hold her to the responsibility of a true wife. She's a baby for you. You're 74, she's 33, that's a child to you. You definitely have children who are older than her. If you have children, you have to go raise her, so to speak. You can't keep up with her either. I don't give a damn what you want to tell yourself. Her mom says, I don't have feelings anymore. I don't have feelings anymore. Her mother says she's all cried out. She's all cried out. She don't know more feelings. She don't know how to feel no more. The pain is palpable. From thousands of miles away, Paula Sikwe, she spoke with a news media entity from the United States of America exclusively, and that was with Channel 7 News. They interviewed her while she's in Trinidad and they're here. About her daughter. Her daughter name is Salisha Ali. Salisha Ali was 33 years old, whose body parts were found in Queens, New York, and whose 74-year-old husband has been charged for her murder. Her mom said, I don't even know how to feel. I don't have feelings anymore. I can't feel happy. I can't feel sad. All my feelings just locked off. I have no feelings. Miss Sekue, pardon me for butchering this name. Sequea. Miss Sekue. Now let's call her the mother. She said she's been at a loss for words and emotions for months, but she certainly felt something about her daughter's relationship with the 75-year-old man. she first met while he was visiting Trinidad in 2022 and later on married her. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, and boom, dead in 2026. Damn. She said, well, I did not approve of it because of that age difference. Because I told her that he could be your grandfather. What you want with him, he could be your grandfather. And she told me, it's not a marriage like that, mommy. He's just trying to help me and my kids. It's not a marriage like that. So that is what the people meant earlier when they said to us that this is a arrangement. It's not a marriage like that, mommy. The mother said, she said to her, what you want with him? He could be your grandfather. And she said, no worry, mommy, it's not a marriage like that. He's just trying to help me and the kids. Well, it was a marriage like that. It was a marriage like that. You see, she thought that she could use him to take care of a couple things, you know, married somebody, get my papers in the US, get my kids to come over, etc., etc. He thought, she younger, she have needs, I'm willing to fulfill those needs, help her where help is needed, and in turn, she's going to be a good woman to me. But she had to throw her mom off. So she told her mom that there's an understanding between them that is not a marriage like that. He just doing this so he could help with the kids. Which man is going to do all that for you and kids that are not his? Some other man picking them. And don't expect no loyalty in return. Don't expect no nothing in return. Some of y'all women delusional as hell too, you know. You are like super delusional. No man, where's the old saying? If you don't want the man, don't take nothing from him. Remember, Granny tell the girl picking them in the house, say, if you don't want the man, don't take nothing from him. Yeah, not take no green card application to green card, no marriage proposal, don't take no gifts, don't take not even a brown penny, don't take a dollar, a red cent, don't take nothing from him if you don't want the man. Because most men who give something, they don't just give it. Most men who give with want something back in return. Especially if I'm going to be like filing for your children to come to the United States of America and all these other, that's a whole heap. This isn't like buying you a gift. This is me taking care of another man's children that you had. And you think that's all that was supposed to come out of this. I feel fair. It looked like she was 33, but she never wiser neither. Well, the mother says, I've been at a loss for months. Don't know how to feel, don't know what to feel, don't know how to think, but I know one thing. I know exactly how I felt about this relationship with this older man. I told her, I said, what you want with him? This man could be your grandfather. And she said, it's not a marriage like that, mommy. This is like, he's just trying to help me and the kids. Ali, the female, she then eventually moved to the United States of America to live with Rupchand Simbu in Queens in hopes of accomplishing a better life. It wouldn't take long before there would be trouble in paradise. The mom said this is when she started getting info from her daughter and the vibes that he is super controlling and he always was trying to control her. Don't go here. Don't go there. Don't talk to this person. Who's that you was talking to? Yeah, he's 74. That's how 74-year-old people are. I mean, respectfully, That's how marriage is, regardless of what age you are, right? Somebody now married somebody and they talk about, oh, my wife, she just go anywhere she want go, man. And she just chat to anybody she want to chat to. And me just do the same thing. You know, me just fling my parts everywhere. Me chat to who me want to chat to, go where me want to go. I don't have to explain nothing to her. Me just say, see you Friday, babes, and on Monday, and me just take off. Because you actually, and that's why a lot of people shouldn't get married neither. Because if you don't like being asked who that you was talking to, or where you going, or when you coming back. Because if you have to go beg your partner or force to who that you was talking, my wife should be able to tell me without me asking where she going, is she coming back? Because it makes you look a kind of way when you have to ask them questions, don't it? Interrogator, you sound like you're doing an investigation. Well, where are you going? What time are you going to leave to go there? Who are you going with? What are you all going there to do? And when are you supposing you'll be coming back? And you see how that sound? That not sound good. Me not do them something there. Have some damn respect for me. Listen, babe, I'm heading to the mall. There's a sale going on at the, I don't know, let's use JC Penney. There's a sale going on at JC Penney because they're closing out the JC Penney. I'm going to pick up some nice stuff for the house, some curtains, some sheets and stuff. And I'll probably end up wandering through the mall, have lunch at, I don't know, and I'm going to meet up with my girlfriend at the mall and we're going to walk around a little bit. You know Shanice? Yeah, me and Shanice will meet up out there and walk around a little bit. Shanice's husband, Jim, him not there here. Him gone to Jamaica, so I'm gonna, you know, talk to me like that. I mean, me don't have to ask you nothing. And the only thing I'm gonna say is, all right, babe, you have money? You spend it? Okay, all right. Have fun. See you when you come back. That's it. But when me have to ask you, like, Mr. Simbu now is 74 years old, him have to, where you going? When you coming back? Who is that I see you talking to over there all the time? You don't like that man, you know, that man look like he want you. And you have to tell him about, no, it's just a friend, you know, it's just a new friend. He is from Trinidad just like me. I know him since I was small, you know him since you were small, and him right here in New York. Oh, every time I look around, I see you talking to the same man. But that's too much, friend. That's too much. And now you're going to be labeled a controller. Now you're going to be labeled insecure. I can't them not respect you in the first place, you know. All that could have been taken care of, right? She wanted to go places freely. She wanted to talk to who she wanted to talk to, form her own relationships. But Mr. Simbu was controlling. Duh. He would tell her, don't go here, don't go there, don't go to work, stay home. That was him. That's another thing. You will provide a soft life for a woman and tell her, stay home. You don't have to work. I don't want you in the hustle and bustle. I don't want you in the rat race. I don't want you to get up at early morning and fight through traffic to go clock in for somebody's job. You don't have to worry about that. Find something else to do with yourself. Anything financial, I have that. That lasts for a while. Until she flip it back around for you. Insecure, the boy won't even make me go work. Him have me lock up in the house. There you were thinking, because man and woman think differently, you know. There you were thinking you're some super provider, right? And she's like an insecure girl, and the man wouldn't even make me go get one little job or something. So it could backfire on you too. I was watching Jerry Springer long time ago. You know, Jerry Springer used to have beer madness on him show, and then at the end of the madness, he would leave like sensible quotes and say stuff. I remember one episode I watched. It was a much older guy, and he worked 2 jobs, and they lived in an apartment building. Long story short, him pick up some young girl just like Mr. Simbu, and him have the young girl telling her she don't have to work, she don't have to worry about nothing. Well, she stays home all day. There's a guy that lived right across the hall in their apartment building. And every time him go work, she just go right across the hall. Right, imagine how convenient that is. Right across the hall. She just go right across the hall. And they've been doing their thing for a while, right? Here the man now, him mad on the show. He's like, I work a lot to give you the best life so you don't have to work. Watch what Jerry's saying now. He say, I work a lot to give you the best life so you don't have to work. He or she. Yeah, you work a lot, but you're never home. And when I want to cuddle and when I want some loving, you're never there. And then when you get home from working your damn 2 jobs, you're so tired, you just go to sleep and then you wake up and you're gone again. I get lonely. Jerry Springer said, one of the worst things you can do is leave a young, able-bodied person with nothing to do. That's another profound thing that stuck in my mind, just like how the old man that was about to be 100 told me, no matter how long you live, life is still short, right? One of the worst things you can do is leave a young person, able-bodied person, with nothing to do. I said, God damn. I'm gonna let that one marinate. One of the so you with your big old 74-year-old self now, go take up one young, able-bodied, fit 33-year-old and tell her about lock up in the house. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to contribute to nothing. I got all of this. She's either gonna look at it like you're super insecure and don't want her to go to meet new people, or she's gonna enjoy that for just a minute, and then she's gonna look at you like you're insecure and lock her up in the house, don't want her to go to meet new people. It only goes that way. It only goes that way. You know, a mature-minded, remember, I know she's 33, don't mean she's mature. A mature-minded woman will use that opportunity to say, damn, my husband way older, and he might be shortcomings in some places, but the life he's providing me with and the opportunities like nobody ever told me before. I have multiple kids that are not his, and he ready to take care of all of them plus me. And he's putting me in a house I don't have to pay no bills in, and he's telling me that I don't have to contribute no money to nothing. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's start a business from home. I'm gonna start an online business. I'm going to go to school online and further my education. You see, there's always something positive to do. But young minds often don't think that direction. Them think, oh, I'm home alone and I'm horny. I'm horny. Let me see who me can jump on or who will jump on me. And mash up them whole situation, you know. Mash up them whole situation. Well, when he would tell her, this is the mom said when he would tell her, don't go here, don't go there, you can't go to work, she would tell him, I didn't come here to the US to be a housewife. I came here to work and to establish myself. Oh, lady, 74-year-old people are usually old school minded. This whole him brought you here, and you are going to tell him where you came here to do. I didn't come here to be no housewife. I came here to work and establish myself. Can you read between the lines there what that said? That said, thank you for the opportunity to bring me here. I got it from here. Move out of the way. I'm going to work. I'm going to set myself up. Take care of my kids. You probably won't be in the picture long. I can't imagine him thinking that. And most guys who are this old with a woman who is that young are super insecure. Because you have to be super insecure. 74, your body don't look the way her age group of men body look anymore. You definitely ain't firing on all cylinders like you used to when you were her age group. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things here, no matter how you tell yourself, say, that don't matter, that don't matter. It friggin' matter. It matter. So you always are gonna be like that. I didn't come here to be no housewife. I came here to work and establish myself. Her mother said she would tell him. The mom stopped hearing from her daughter last July, July of 2025. And it wasn't until September that her daughter's beheaded torso was found by station workers. In the interim, Ali's husband told the family that she had moved out and she was cutting everyone off because they asked him, "Hello, Simbo, where is she?" The man said the relationship went sour. The woman find other people to go shack up with. She gone. I don't know where she is. She says she leaving and she cutting everybody off. I ain't see she no more. That was what he told them. He was misleading us real bad, said her mom. The mom then said that she believed everything that he was saying about her leaving, finding somebody else to go be with and all that, until the detectives called her in October. They called me exactly October 23rd. And they asked her to identify some tattoos. And when I saw the tattoos with her 3 daughters' names on them, that is when I knew she died. Ali's decomposed head and legs and arms were then discovered later. Investigators would find the same plastic wrap and the rope that was used to bind the victim's torso in her husband's home. So some of the stuff that he used to get rid of her body parts, the rest, the excess part of it was still inside of his house. He didn't even have the sense to get rid of all the rest of the stuff. And it all matched up. The tarpaulin was too big, him cut it in a half. Him have the other half of the tarpaulin. Him have the other half of the tarpaulin in his house. The rope him did buy too much of it. Him use what him use out of it and cut it. The rest of the rope there still in his house. That's how they found all that. And don't forget, they were tracking, they took his phone and they were tracking his they were looking at all the apps that were on his phone, and they saw one of the apps that was put on the phone the day before she allegedly went missing. And that was the app that they first zeroed in on, and it led them to the body parts. But it didn't take them until months later to find the other set of her body parts. So them find the torso first, no legs, no arms, no head, and then a couple of months later, they found the rest. Now, it was laying somewhere, and it was on the app, but he had done so much traveling, moving with the app, it took them a while to search all these places thoroughly where he had dismembered her at, right? That man crazy. That man crazy, but she saw opportunity and he felt heartbreak, you know? The mom said, when I heard it, it broke my heart. And I cried because I was so relieved that they caught him and that he was finally going to pay for what he did to my daughter. So she had 3 daughters. She's a mother of 3 daughters herself. And her goal was to get her 3 daughters over to the United States of America, of course, to exploit all these opportunities we have here in the US, right? And it never happened. I think she was more focused on what she had to do when she get here. You know, when some people come a foreign and them come on a mission and they'll tell you, say, yo, we're not come to play with foreign and dog. I make sure I build up a house in Jamaica. I make sure I do this, I do that, secure my thing, right? She was like that. And he didn't like that. Because he was like, I'm married, brought you here. I told you I'm going to take you, get the kids here too. Things take time. Chill. I got bills. You don't have to work. I pay for everything. And she's like, that's not what I came here to do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be no housewife. I don't want to sit in no house. I want to go to work. I want to establish myself. So for the people who were saying that they were broken up, because I saw somebody else said then they break up and she did leave already and he was stalking her, and it's not true. They hadn't broken up like that. That's what he told the mom, that they broke up because he was trying to get them off his trail. Where is my daughter? How come she always calls? She always talk to me. We talk almost every day or every other day. Where my daughter at? And him say, she get mad. We've been arguing a lot. She get mad. She decides she moving out and she have some other people she going and stay by. I don't know them, so she cutting everybody off, including me. And the mom said she believed him because she was always telling her mom, "Mommy, he controlling. He asking me where I'm going, when I'm coming back, what talking to. I can't talk to nobody. I can't have no friends. I can't feel locked up in the house. I can't take this." So the mom already knew that part. So when he said she eventually left, the mom thought, well, I saw that coming because my daughter always tell me, say, you're controlling and all these things, when it wasn't true. It was him who got rid of her. Yes, she got 3 kids, 3 girls. So now 3 girls don't have a mommy. People are so callous though, you know. The person who left the comment that said, I know this girl from she was small. We're about the same age in Trinidad, something like that. The person said, you always wanted to go off, to go live in the US. Or you finally get it now. Like, why? She's not living in the US, dummy. She's dead. She's dead in the US. She's dismembered in the US. Why that? If she had aspirations from she was really young to go live in the US and better her life because she saw that there were opportunities there she could take advantage of, she's no different from a lot of us. A whole heap of people sit down in the Caribbean and said, John, no, me just need a visa, fly out. My cousin live in Florida, she doing really good. My brother live in New York, he doing really good. I hear struggling. I just need a visa to fly out. What wrong with that? Don't make fun of her because she saw opportunity. Listen, this was all opportunity. She see opportunity, him see opportunity. She saw opportunity to use somebody, and him see an opportunity to get his kicks and jollies and use and manipulate somebody as well. That was it. Oh, what tangled web we weave. I saw somebody said it earlier. When first we practice to deceive. Oh, what tangled web we weave. Messed up, man. Mess up. You know, Rhonda Daly says it's very rare love is present in these kind of relationship. Maybe Papi need a handpiece for him feel young, or that the woman feeling she won a big prize of living in luxury. These relationships are never balanced. Never balanced. I'll tell you something to look at. In these types of relationships, notice that the older person is the one who always holds the purse. The oldest person in these relationships always holds the purse. Now, I'm not telling anybody who is here in a relationship where there's an age gap and your partner is holding the purse that you have to run from your relationship. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. I'm good enough, fam. How are you?
Good. But there's one thing what I like about you and how I have to rate it. You're a fair individual.
Indeed.
Like I said a while ago. Yeah, accountability on both ends.
On both ends.
You just yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She was using him was using her. He was a controlling man, and him see a young girl that was vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And she see a man where you can get away with him,
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad. The situation is sad, but I like the fact that you're pointing out. Because there, it's not I said, receive some clothes. Say, yo, she was wrong as much as he was wrong. Situation is sad that happened,
Yeah.
So, no one call in to make it know. Say that's why I'm reading and that's why I'm listening to your show because you're a fair individual.
Manners and respect, my brother. Manners. Yeah, man, we have to split justice, you know, the way how it should go. We can't blame the old man only or older man only, and we can't blame her only either. She thought she was gonna get away with something. In her mind, she probably thought eventually my kids will be here and we can branch off on our own. And just like many people have done it, you know, many people have done just that. Pick up somebody, don't really have no love for you, but just need you for help me get them picnic here over to the US. Them get married, spouse files, everybody is here, get them 2, 3 more years, cut. It happens all the time. Only thing is, this Amania, she got one of those who was mad sick and head no good. At that. Y'all be careful out there. We have 3 more topics to go through, and we're gonna run through these topics like this because we have to end this at 11 o'clock since I have an 11:30 appointment. I'm in town. I made sure I got a hotel that is right down the street from the medical complex where I'm doing my procedure at. So we can just jump out of the hotel and head on down there in that time. In the meantime, yeah, you are a paper husband. Damn, Laxley says but you know what? And Laxley ain't no shame in it. It happened to people. When people make up their mind to use your friend, you don't have no. Listen, Missy, to the degree that you can be used, it can make you go crazy. I'll give you an example. A woman look at a man and she says, "Yo, I like his genetics." Listen to this, you know. This is how deep using can go. I like his genetics. Me not like him though. I like the fact that he earns well. I don't like him though. A woman will set up herself off of you, you know. I'm gonna get married to him. I'm gonna give him about 1 or 2 children. I'm gonna stay in that relationship for like 2, 3 years just to solidify spousal support slash child what them call it? Child support, all this other stuff. If she stay 5 years and more and you own the house, I told you all this before, more than likely they're moving your ass out that house so she and the children can have that house. Then imagine being used like that and then finding out that I saw you get used. Them sitting there will make people go crazy. Cause all along you're there telling people about your beautiful wife and your gorgeous children, and you walk your soul case out for this and it's for them, and you're happy and you're provider and this, and all along she's thinking 1 more year, 1 more year, soon cut. I don't know. I just don't like him. Something. He's a good man, but he's just it's not. Have y'all ever seen them say that? He's a good man. He did everything right. I can't even say he did anything wrong, but it's just like we weren't. He's not my soulmate. I'm sitting there watching these things, you know. I mean, I said to myself, say, so you married him, so you have him. You use your womb to bring his seeds into the world, into manifestation, physical manifestation. You say him do everything right, great provider, super dad. He was just not soulmate because you know your soulmate is out there somewhere. When me tell you say people delusional no blouse and skirt, and when me tell you say you can get used in a some way that will hurt you to the core of you, is ways like those. Hear me out. Everybody wants to be used. Cause if we can't use it, you know, it's useless. Nobody wants to be useless. Everybody wants to be used. Nobody wants to be abused. In the use me, but be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Be reciprocal. Be thankful. Be appreciative. And then me no mind you use me some more. As long as me feel like say you really appreciate my efforts, use me. Because I'm here to be used. Why people will use you? Don't show no appreciation, no reciprocal, nothing. Just use you till when them done use you, them just dash you away. And that's where Y'all remember this thing that's called karma? Yeah, karma knows your intention, and karma tracks your beat. So karma knows, say, you ain't got no love for this man. You don't have no love for that man here, or you don't have no love for that woman here. I use her. You're using him. You're deceiving this person. Ooh, this is hurt. In the karmic circle, right? Emotional hurt is, you don't want to cause anybody emotional hurt in the karmic circle. If you do things out there and you accidentally do it and somebody get hurt along the way, it's intentionally build up a way in which you are going to cause somebody emotional turmoil. Just know, say, you can't escape that. You can't escape. And sometimes they end up being out like this story. I don't want to go any much more into this story. I don't want the people who lost their daughter in this gruesome manner to feel like we have trivialized what happened to her. We're going to end this part and go into our next topic by saying this. Nothing that this man did to this woman, he should have done to her. There is nothing that justifies him doing what he did to her. I don't give a damn how much bun she did I give you. You're 74, you could have walked away. You lived many lives before. There's no justification for this. There's no justification for physically harming this person. You see, so people, the thing you can do to somebody who doesn't appreciate, don't reciprocate when you do good for them, undermine you, don't value you, is take away yourself. Because guess what? Life will actually show them you ever dreamt you could be. And they will witness it from a position where they never thought they would be. And it won't be a good position. They will look, this is how karma, and they will have to say, damn, I wish I had. I coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's karma, and that's how karma works. You don't have to hurt nobody. You don't have to dismember nobody and hide nobody and nothing like that. Left. Just leave. Leave. And anytime your mind start trick you and tell you about cut up somebody and knock her out, and put her to sleep and doing it. If you start thinking it, you're getting close to doing it, run. All right. With that said, moving into our next topic, we have 30 minutes left here, a little bit over 30 minutes. Let's just segue real quick past the US, Iran war real quick. Y'all know already, right? I keep saying I'm a U.S. Army infantry combat veteran. I know what it feels like to go to war. I know what it feels like to be on the front lines of war. I tell some people in short order, if you look up what a 11 Bravo infantry soldier does in combat, I did all of that and every bit of that, and that is that. With that said, I'm watching this war in Iran that the U.S. is in right now. I won't stay long on this topic. We're going to talk about dancehall artist Squash next. I just want to say this. It's amazing that we are in a place where the media is dumbing down and hiding so much that we don't even know where we're at, because I see a lot of Americans saying stuff like, oh, we're winning the war and bomb them and this, that, and the other. News report this morning says the U.S. war in Iran, casualties have now hit 200. This war is not even a month old. This war is not even a month old. Casualties have now hit 200. So when I saw that casualties have now hit 200, I was like, oh shit, 200 in less than a month. This isn't winning a war. But then, of course, I don't just listen news. I like to read print. I don't know if y'all know it. News that you view is often sensationalized and done for views. Reading a print is much different. A lot of people don't read print anymore, but that's cool. But read it for my audience, them who know how to read it. They actually broke it down like this. It said that of the 200 casualties, only 13 of those have been fatal. So a lot of people have been then. 13 dead so far. I still said 13 dead in less than a month is a whole lot of people dying. And there you have your president planning to escalate this and go even harder and casually telling us that, hey, it's war, people die. You know, that's what happens when you go to war. Like, deal with it kind of thing. So expect more casualties. There's 13 dead so far, and of the 200 injured, it says that a great number of those have already returned back to duty, but people are taking, you know, people are out there getting injured. People are out there dying. I'll say this to the people who have young ones, loved ones, old ones, whatever, who are in the military serving at this moment. You don't support this war, that's fine. And you don't have to. There's nothing you can do for your loved one at this point. You believe in prayer? Pray. That's all you can do. Nothing else you can do. Once they're locked in, they're locked in. And whatever the orders that comes down, that's the orders they're going to have to ride. Unless they decide to take a stance. And once they do, there will be there will be consequences to pay for taking a stance. Taking a stance meaning you are in uniform and you're telling your superiors, I don't support this war and I'm not going. I could give you a quick rundown of what happens there because I've seen it. I was in an infantry unit, right? My unit's led, we are ranger led, ranger trained. I've seen 2 days before we ship out for combat, guys start breaking down, crying. You know, their family getting their ear saying, you might not make it back. Oh my God. You know, I'm going to pray for you. I hope you do. And scaring them. If you have family members who are serving, don't say nothing like that to them, please. Just wish them Godspeed and let them go. Go do what them have to do. All right? I've seen guys at the last minute. I remember one guy in particular. He ball. Breakdown. You know when you ball, I ventilation there. This is 2 days. Everybody pack up already. All our stuff is rail-headed already. We're getting ready to go. Jump on the big bird. This man said, I cannot look at another person and pull a trigger. Mind you, he's in the infantry. If anybody is going to be expected to pull a trigger, is us. He's with us. When him say him can't look past somebody else and pull the trigger, and then him say him don't support this war, a long list of things happened, to include being locked up. Yeah, them have one jail on these posts, and they'll put you in the jail, and they'll put your own company fellow soldiers to guard you, and all these things. Your rights get taken away, and all that. That's the only way your family member is gonna make it out of this. This is not the job where you say, I'm not going and I don't support this war, and Congress didn't give the approval for it. It's an illegal war and I'm not following illegal orders. And they just say, okay, then just step to the left. Everybody else is going. That's not how it goes. You're going to have to really stand up and really make up your mind. Say, you're going to go through whatever they're going to put you through. And oh, believe me, they're going to put you through some shit in order to not go. If your family member ain't doing that, and the time comes for their unit to go off into this thing that's going on, that's what's going to happen. I'll close this segment and go into our squash something by saying this. It's amazingly crazy for me to be on this side and watching it now than from when I was the one in uniform taking orders. Because I'll tell you something, I signed up wholeheartedly. Like, I realized that you don't have a voice when you have on the uniform. So I did exactly what they said to do, which was, pardon my language, shut the fuck up, move out. And that's what I did. Now that I'm on this side looking, I'm just looking at all these young faces going, and I'm like, damn. They're probably doing exactly what I did. Shut the fuck up. Keep moving. Say your prayers for them, because that's all you can do for them. All right? With that said, though, we're going to move right now into squash. As a 42 alpha, I have processed so many conscious objection packets for 11 bravos. Talk about it. Talk about it. So you process the packets. I'm telling them what happens on the ground level inside of your unit when that 11, that was my MOS, 11 Bravo. When an 11 Bravo gets up and says stuff like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And they're like, the fuck you talking about? You don't want to do what? We about to move out. Spill it. What are you saying? I can't look at somebody and pull the trigger. I just can't do it. All right. Get ready to go through hell. Bet your ass gonna feel like you. I bet you gonna feel like you want to go now. Hey, I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of insight to what goes on. It ain't that easy to just, I'm not going, I don't like it, I don't support this. I don't. Me never like the war when we going on. Me never like the person them that was governing. I still had to follow my orders. Thanks be to the Most High, I made it out in one piece. I'm fucking scarred up mentally though, because I saw a lot of shit and I did a lot of shit and I lost a lot of people. I got stars on me. You see them red stars? You see all them red stars I want to see all over me? Them red stars I want to see all over me? Them red stars you see all over me is for, each one is represents a person that I lost, that I was close to. And I'm not talking about no, oh, we served in the same company. That's like saying me and him work at Walmart together, you know. No, I'm talking about people who I know. No. Out of the uniform. No. We all had dreams. We all were thinking of buying a house and they're using your benefits to go to school, get a degree, all the stuff your children them talk about that everybody else talk about. And to see how many of them never made it back, man, I'd be ripped up with survivor's guilt sometimes, but we'll go too far into that. Let's go talk about squash. So, apparently, dancehall artist Squash, Squash got in some trouble recently. Random switch, because that's what I have to do. Random switch. Dancehall artist Squash got in some trouble in the US and got moved. He got moved from immigration. First, he was in a jail. And then immigration came and picked him up. And then the feds came and got him from immigration. And then he went to court. And then all his haters were thinking he was going to get mad years, lots of years, and he ended up getting 1 year to us. All that hoopla and everything, Squash get 1 year. As we sit right now, I just looked at the site and everything. Dancehall artist Squash, real name Andre Maurice Whitaker, register number 66052-511. His race is registered as black. He's a male. His release date is set for January 25th of 2027. We're already in March. 8 months from now, Squash walk out again. The only thing is, he just got moved. He's no longer in Florida. He is now located at FCI Oakdale 2. So you know me. I say, what is FCI Oakdale 2? What kind of a facility is this? Why they move the G-Gang way down there? Because if you're in Florida, I mean, you're right next door to Jamaica. If they were going to ship you, and they have immigration places here where they can house you if it's a matter of getting you ready for deportation, then would I send him go a Chrome Chrome the right there, so. And it's right next to Jamaica. Short trip, him end up way in Louisiana. Squash is now in Louisiana. Some people said that is the same place that Buju Banton was before he got sent back to Jamaica. We're going to get into Buju story of the move arounds. Crazy. Well, the place that Squash is at is actually a low security. He's been moved to a low security place. It's called a satellite camp. My mind work funny. So when me hear satellite camp, me I say, Ross, I wonder if them are like brainwash them over there using satellite rays and all kind of sitting. So me go look up what I mean. A satellite camp or a federal prison camp is usually a low security, minimal staffing, usually no fencing around it even. And the rooms are set up like dorms. And what they do there is they provide inmate labor for main prisons and for the military. Prison camp, but it's a work camp. So a work camp, them carry Squash gone. They're not getting ready to deport him yet. Work camp, them carry him gone. The one that he is at is usually attached to a bigger entity, a bigger federal entity. So them carry them there and they do all the work, like wash clothes, cook food, or prep the food for the bigger prison, stuff that needs to be done for the military, so on and so forth, right? So that's a Squash there. Now, looking at Squash's story, remember, you know, Squash is facing deportation. So a lot of people were curious, well, if they moved him there, that means they're getting ready to deport him to Jamaica, because Buju was once there when it came down short time before Buju got sent to Jamaica. I remember walking through some stuff. I had no idea Buju Banton went through all this. And I hope if Buju sees this, he does not take offense to it, because I don't like digging up somebody's past, especially when the person has moved so far on past that past. Everybody have them past, right? And me not like dig up people past and act like I them present. So that's not what I'm doing. I was genuinely interested in the movements. They have a thing here where they will lost you in the system. I tell my brothers and sisters all the time, there's a message attached to this. You see this thing called America here? Don't come here, come get in no foolishness and frigor, because you are actually really volunteering for modern day slavery. That's what you are volunteering for modern day slavery, friend. Them can move you go anywhere. Them can pretty much do anything to you behind them bars. And I know you might tell yourself, prisoners have rights too. Okay. If you think so, right? So this is how they did Buju. Apparently, Squash is just getting moved around, like how Buju did get moved around. We just never know it, right? Where it says Squash is fine, my brother been fine. My brother been there with Buju. Yeah, listen. So Buju was moved many times. He was at a facility called Pinellas County Jail in Tampa, Florida. Then he was at a place called Federal Holding Center in Oklahoma City. Then he was at a place called Limestone County Correctional Institution in Gressbeck, Texas. This is one of the worst institutions in the United States of America, known for violence. The Mexican gangs actually run this facility. There's daily stabbings and death at this facility right here. When Buju got sent to this facility, his legal team was frantic. They were all over it. I actually found the article this morning where his attorney was talking to the judge, and his attorney said, Mr. Mari is not a violent person. His crime wasn't violent that he was convicted of, and we're appealing that. and he is not a violent person by nature. He should not be in this type of setting, in this facility. His life is in danger, blah, blah, blah. Now, remember, you are a convicted criminal at this point. So imagine you telling them about the prison too violent, send me to a next place that is not so violent. So his attorney's main ground was that his entire family was established and his loved ones was established in Florida. And he needed to get back to Florida. So the man gone from Tampa to Oklahoma City to Texas. Then them carry him go to Adams County Correctional Center in Natchez, Mississippi. And then he came back to FCI in Miami. And then he was released. Then them sent him go to Georgia at McRae Correctional Facility where he was released from. So Buju actually saw like 6 different institutions before he got released. Mr. Bloodfire. He was busted in 2009. He was convicted in 2011. He was released in 2019. And in that space of time, the man got through about 5 to 6 different prisons. That should be a deterrent. That's also a testament to his mindset to survive. Not everybody come back out too normal from all them something there. And although prisoners do get moved around all the time, I've known people who did long stretch time and they did not get moved around. They probably get moved once throughout them whole sentence. And some people I know never got moved. So it just be unfortunate for you that you're one of them will end up. I got his resilience. That's the word I'm looking for, Nance. Thank you. So this speaks to his resilience. And I'm not going to stay long on the Buju topic either. I think we've covered everything. We've covered Iran, the casualties. We've covered the Queen's husband, 74-year-old, killed his 33-year-old wife. We've covered Squash being moved. Squash is okay. Squash is just being moved. And we use Buju being moved as an example, right? Being that they are both popular people from our culture and they both do music and entertainment. Well, Buju say he is a artist. He is not an entertainer. Entertainers do just anything to entertain. But him is an artist, so he does music. All right, them in the same field pretty much. So I use that to show you that Squash will probably get moved again before he is out. 1 more time or 2 more time before he's out, even though he's only 8 months out. But I found out that where Buju got moved, sometimes he was only at a facility for 2 months or 3 months before they move him again. So Squash could be moved a couple of times more before he's eventually sent out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, Buju Banton's resiliency. Because he went from all that, and you see who he is today, and you see where he's at today. Right? I see a lot of negative comments. Why you just love the criminal, Demi? And people like Buju never change. Hush. 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 Or say people can't change or will never change, or people have a thing where they love sticking you in your past. You know what I'm saying? They love sticking you in your past. Them love one time them can take you and put you in a your past. And that is where you're supposed to live forever. There's no future for you. I will always see you as 2009 when you were busted. I will always see you as 2011 when you were convicted. I will always see you as that. I'm not going to see you as nothing else. I'm going to say it again. Look at Buju Banton today. He's moved on way beyond it. He doesn't owe anybody any explanation. He's living his life. And he's living his life in an upful manner where others would want to emulate how he is living now. So big up to Gargamel for that. As far as Squash go, that's my brother. That's our brother. We now kick him when he's down. So the people them were going to say, oh, SouFlo just love the criminal them. It's not a matter of loving no criminal. It's a matter of not kicking your people when they're down. We're the only set of people that seem to do that, because everybody else, they go quiet when their people get in trouble, or they say stuff online to defend them. They don't kick theirs when they're down. So I not kick mine when they're down either. We squash all the best inside there. On the north side, prison is prison. And anything going in them place there, we're not in there to see it. just let this be a deterrent for the rest of us. We don't want to go there. Especially those of us who live in the US. Oh, holy opportunity there you have to go to prison. Holy opportunity there you have to make quick money. Holy opportunity there you have to go to prison too. Right, that's all. But we're choosing not to do that. All right? Choosing not to do that. It's modern day slavery, y'all. That's what it is. And we're not volunteering for slavery. Whether olden day style or modern day. Once they get you behind those walls, them can do all kind of sitting to you. And I've been telling them before, the one thing what really is my deterrent is I just don't want a Ross man stand up back on me and talk about, well, you have visitors. You have to go down to the visiting room, but you got to go through the strip search first. Fun fact, I had a cousin that did time, right? And we used to go see him. And the man tell me, say, after like my second visit, we saw him when he first got to that facility right here in Florida. And one time, the second visit time come up, my man cancel a visit. And I was like, why cancel the visit? Well, go on, because we're family, so we're worried, right? I wonder if somebody will do something to him in there. I wonder if, you know, we want to go see him so we can lay eyes on him, make sure he okay while he doing his time. My cousin said, cuz, every time we get visitors, you gotta go through a strip search. Man, I gotta tell you about bend over and use right hand hold right cheek and left hand hold left cheek and cough. And some of them, yeah, they were working here. Some Batman them a look in your body hole. I watch your body hole and move like this when them I tell you about cough. Some of them do it excessively. Cough again. Cough again. Some of them put on gloves and run them hand up and down the crack of your body and these things. Don't come see me. I don't want no visit. Yo, I respect him so much. He's like a lion. You know what I'm saying? He's a lion in a man form, but a lion. He was like, don't come see me. I don't want no visit. I'm not going to no visiting room. I'm not going to through no strip search, nothing. When he came out, he was like, every time we had to go nowhere, they had to come fight me out of myself. I make sure somebody tie up things for me and say, I'm strap on this for me. And I'm getting ready to get beat down. And I'm like, come. You have to come in here, come take me out, cause not voluntarily. Come out. That's my biggest deterrent. I don't want a big man turn up back on me and talk about right hand, grab your right cheek. I'll lose my mind. After you bend over and cough, now squat. You know what that sound like to me? Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, bitch, I'm not in the club and I'm not a female. Yeah, no. So you can't leave them place here without being traumatized, friend. One way or another, at some point you went through it. If it's even at intake, everybody gets stripped before them go in. So even if you go in one time and you say, me now come back out till I'm my day for left. I don't want no visit, I don't want no nothing. It already happened because you have to do it to go in. One time, one too many. Wanna be good. Be good. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it is best to be good. Yeah, them things there are past the grading. Them things there is like psychological warfare. Psychological warfare that meant to break you. You know what I mean? Booking is stripping. My cousin told me all kind of story, and he told me how the man them in the save Kool-Aid, because they used to get them little Kool-Aid pack. Save Kool-Aid, and when them find man in there were weak, them use the Kool-Aid for lipstick and tie up man shirt front in a bow and send him down the hallway if you go do favors for cigarette and bring back gun. Me no why in them place, the friend. My granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Clevey, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. All right? We're not God. We don't run this. If we're in the favor of the Most High and we're granted with tomorrow, the present, then when it comes, we'll see each other then. All right? I can't promise you alive tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But intentions are to go live. But if I don't, I'll definitely be putting up a premiere or something. Big up to my audience. I appreciate y'all so much. Walk good, people. I'm out.